What's up, guys? M Jones 2742 back for another video. This video is about my my last endeavor at Best Buy, which was last Friday. Wasn't really expecting to buy a lot of movies. I had a couple movies in mind, but I ended up buying 8, which was a little too much spending, a little too much more than I expected to purchase. But good deals, and there was some movies I really wanted to see. And also ones I wanted to have in my collection from movies when I was a kid. The first movie I got, which are going to be in alphabetical order, first movie I got was A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men came out in about 1992, and excellent movie. I don't think it won any Oscars, but I'm pretty sure it was nominated for a lot of things. Definitely Best Picture. I think Jack Nicholson was Best Supporting Actor. He didn't win that, but he was nominated for that. I've never seen this movie, and I feel like a lot of people have seen it. And I was one of those movies I just never got to see, but I wanted to see. The classic line, "I want the truth, you can't handle the truth." That's just such a powerful scene, and just Nicholson's just such a badass in that movie. And it's just a great movie. I'm really glad I bought it, and I'm glad I got to watch it this weekend. It was good. Second movie I bought was Airplane. I mean, if you haven't seen this movie, please go see it. Don't wait any longer. It's a terrific movie. It came out, I think, like the late, 1980. I was going to say 79, but 1980. I mean, the late Leslie Nielsen's in it. Lloyd Bridges is in it. And, Julie Haggerty, who always plays those weird characters, like What About Bob and Just Friends. She has a real, squeaky, overly soft voice. But she was really good in this movie. I actually thought she was good in this. I thought other stuff she's been in, she's always been kind of annoying. But in this, she was really good. And, the classic part with the speakers right outside of the airport, the white zone's for this, and the other guy goes, "No, you dumb slut, the red zone's for that." It's just so funny how they got away with that, because the movie is PG. It's just a lot of sexual innuendos and things they talked about that I can't believe they got through for PG. But, it's a great movie. Loved it. Leslie Nielsen, Don't Call Me Shirley. There's just so many good parts in this movie. Next movie I bought, which I had to add to my collection, I think I have said in my other videos, one of my top 5, top 10 movies, Die Hard. Die Hard is one of the best movies you ever could watch as a guy, especially if you like action, which I really do like action. I didn't say that in my first video, and I'm sorry for that. I love the genre action. It's just, I don't know why I didn't say it. But, it's a movie that came out in the 80s, and, it's just, I did talk about it before, but I'll talk about it again. It's just such a great movie. Alan Ruckman, he's such a great bad guy. He was so, I didn't really see Harry Potter stuff. I'm not really into fantasy, like I did say. But he is so good in this movie, and I love that he changes his accent right before Bruce Willis almost pretty much plans to kill him, that he pretends he's somebody else that works for the the company, and he was just really believable as a bad guy, and you really did hate him. Like you just hated him. Bruce Willis, he's so good in this movie. I mean, I think he plays the same character almost in every movie, but you just like it. He's just cool. Like you get it. You think he's cool, and I don't know. I love this movie. I was never into the second one. I was never into the third one, Die with a Vengeance, and the fourth one, no interest. Timothy Olyphant is the bad guy. I like him, but I didn't really like him as a bad guy in that movie. The fifth movie, I think, that just recently came out, no interest. I think this movie was so good, there didn't need to be more. But, whatever. Some people do like the other ones. I don't. The fourth one I got is The English Patient. 1996 Best Picture. I think it had 9 Academy Award wins. The movie was exceptional. Ray Fiennes, big fan of him. I feel like he's really kind of disappeared. Schindler's List, he was the most miserable character in the history of cinema. you know, and I forget his name in Schindler's List, but he was just that he just murdered everyone. He just was just completely ruthless. But he was so good in that movie, and I loved him in Strange Days he was in, and pretty sure he was in one of the Hannibal movies. But in English Patient, he was just really good. I mean, a lot of makeup he was in, and you know, just all the crap he went through in his lifetime in that movie. He was just an excellent actor. And I believe Kristen Scott Thomas was his love interest, if I have that right. And she was just she's always elegant. She's a very elegant woman. She's always really good in every movie she's in. I will say, I might be crazy for saying this, but I think her best role was in Life as a House, which was, I think, a 2001 drama with Kevin Kline and Hayden Christensen. Really love that movie. And I thought she was really good as the mom who was struggling to get her family to basically just bond again. Chiefly the son, Hayden Christensen, and his strange father, Kevin Kline. I thought that was an exceptional movie, and she was really good in that. But she was excellent in this. And Juliette Binoche, I don't know if I'm saying that right. She won Best Supporting Actress that year, so she did a wonderful job in this movie. Fifth movie I got was Killer Joe. I was really excited to see this. A friend of mine told me a lot about it, and you know, she couldn't stop talking about it. And I just said I'd never even heard of this movie. I didn't know really what it was about, but I had to check it out. Watched some trailers, and looked up through some movie websites their cast and like some of the synopsises and all that, and looked at Rotten Tomatoes, and everything seemed to like it. So I bought it, and I was very, very happy with it. You know, Matthew McConaughey is an absolute badass in the movie. He was really good. Thomas Hayden Church was really good in it. Emile Hirsch is really good in it. Juno Temple, who's not real famous just yet, very attractive young girl. I think she's in her 20s. She was really good in it too. The movie is just crazy. It's just like a redneck just warfare type movie. It's just a fun movie, and you'll enjoy it. And I think it was a Lionsgate's film. So I always like Lionsgate titles, and it was just a good movie. Please check it out. You'll like it if you like action. The sixth movie I got out of the 8 that I purchased, one of the funniest movies in the early 90s, I thought. Just a real classic. Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei, My Cousin Vinny. This movie's so funny. And it was also Fred Gwynn's last movie, featured film, I should say, before he passed away in 1993. This movie came out in 92, so it was probably filmed in 91. Well, Fred Gwynn died of, I believe, pancreatic cancer in 1993, and he was the judge, and he just was I thought he was the best in the movie. I loved him. I thought he was just so good, because he's actually from New York City, so he didn't really have like that southern accent, but I thought his accent was believable. I really did not think at all he would be from the north, or let alone a New York accent. So his accent in that movie was spot on as an old southern boy. Joe Pesci's great in it. I love when he slips and falls when he shuts the door and he lands on his back. That's just so good. It's so obvious as a stunt guy, though, because he's like half the size of Joe Pesci. He's like probably 50 pounds less than him, but it doesn't matter. It's good. And Marissa Tomei, I mean, she won the Best Supporting Actress for that year, which is crazy. You know, most comedies get no love, but it did a great job. But love this movie. Really think it's good. Second to the last one I purchased. Really excited about this one. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. I had the VHS of it. I loved the openings part where it was kind of a cartoon and a cartoon. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Really loved just how Roger Rabbit was just so funny, and nothing really hurt him. He was a toon, and his wife Jessica Rabbit was everyone loved her. She had a good voice, and she would sing, and just the whole movie's really good. And I did say in the when I was showing my Blu-ray collection, Bob Hoskins was excellent in this movie. He was really good. He was perfect for Eddie Valiant, private investigator, and he just. I don't know. I just believed it. I believed in it. I think he was the perfect part. He was the perfect actor for that role and part. Again, Christopher Lloyd, he was the bad guy. He was so believable as well. Like, I really thought, man, I'm terrified of that guy. His glasses and his bald head, and just his motioning throughout the movie. He just was so believable as a bad guy. I believed it. I was like, I'm scared of this guy. And I was so scared of him when I was a kid, especially in the bar scene when he figures out Roger's there, and when he has his eyes like pop out of his head, and he has that one that's like on fire at the very end. It's just like, holy hell. He's just like, he was awesome. When I was a kid, I was scared of him. I believed it. But great movie. I love the Why Don't You Do Right when Jessica Rabbit sings at the club and she like grabs Eddie's tie and he's just like drooling at her. It was just such a great movie. The last one I bought, don't really buy too many Disney movies, but I have been this year of 2013. I've really bought more Disney than I normally do, and it's mainly because everything's getting so much better and it's more appropriate for adults, not just kids. But I bought Wreck-It Ralph, and I was really excited to see this, just because a lot of friends of mine who are my age said it was just funny, and it would make sense for both a kid and an adult. And it was just a really enjoyable movie. It came with the sleeve also, which is always nice. I don't usually collect those. I think it's just something extra you have to do to get a DVD, Blu-ray out. But I decided to keep it. I usually just throw them away, but I decided to keep the slipcover. Excellent movie. John C. Reilly, I believe. Yeah, John C. Reilly. Yeah, I believe he was the voice. And it was just, his voice is so good because he just sounds like he's just a big oaf. When he's really not, he's, kind of a skinny guy with curly hair, but he just sounds like a big oaf, and it's kind of like, I don't want to say dumb, but just kind of goofy, and, but I really enjoyed the movie, and I think you would too. So that's the movies I bought. Probably going to head to probably Best Buy, maybe in a couple weeks, I don't know, but I will post up another one when I come back with my purchases. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in a few weeks. Take it easy.